Listen closely. This message isn't random. It's arriving right on time, because what's been hidden from you is finally ready to be revealed. Not to hurt you, but to heal you. Something, or someone, from your past has carried a secret for too long. They thought time would cover it, that distance would make it disappear, but heaven has other plans. The divine doesn't forget what was done in the dark. It waits, and when the time is right, it brings everything into the light. This isn't a warning meant to scare you. It's a preparation. The truth that's on its way to your life isn't a punishment. It's a key, and once it arrives, nothing will look the same again. The person who hurt you, the one who made you question your worth, who walked away while you were still holding on, is about to face what they've avoided for so long. The truth they buried is surfacing, not through revenge, but through divine timing. Maybe it will come as a message, a call, a conversation that stops your breath. Maybe it'll be a quiet realization that suddenly makes everything make sense. However it appears, know this: it's not meant to destroy you. It's meant to release you. Because you were never the one who needed to be fixed. You were the one who needed to be freed. And when that moment comes, when your chest tightens and your heart races, pause. Don't panic. Don't resist. The pain you feel won't last. It's simply your soul recognizing that the weight it's been carrying is about to fall away. You've waited long enough for closure. You've cried enough tears asking why. You've spent nights replaying memories, wondering if you imagined it all. You didn't. Every feeling you felt was real. Every tear was seen. Every prayer you whispered into the dark was heard. And now, heaven is answering. The one who caused your pain is beginning to feel the shift too. Their spirit is restless because the truth is no longer safe to hide. They might reach out, not from love, but from fear. They might say they miss you. They might speak of regret. But remember this: love without honesty is manipulation, and you are not available for manipulation anymore. You've grown. You've evolved. You've learned that peace is more valuable than promises, and truth is kinder than illusion. You've discovered that healing doesn't always come with an apology. Sometimes it arrives as revelation. So when the truth knocks at your door, open it with strength. Receive it not as heartbreak, but as a holy message. Take a deep breath with me right now. Feel that air move through you. That's your power returning. And if this message is stirring something inside you, if your spirit is saying, "Yes, I needed to hear this," pause for a second. Hit that like button. Not for me, but for you. Because every time you act on what feels true, you anchor your healing a little deeper. And when you leave a comment, you're not just typing words. You're giving voice to your own awakening. You're declaring to the universe, "I'm ready for truth." So do that for yourself. Anchor this moment. Speak your truth in the comments and let your heart breathe. Now, let's continue. You are stepping into a sacred turning point. What's ending now isn't love, it's illusion. The chapter you're closing isn't about loss, it's about liberation. Even if it feels like heartbreak, it's really an opening, a divine rearranging of your life to make space for what's real. The pain that's resurfacing isn't punishment. It's residue being washed away. You might cry. That's okay. Let those tears flow like water leaving an overfilled cup, because when it empties, peace will pour in. This moment is proof that heaven never forgot you, that every night you whispered, "Why?" was heard, that every time you thought you were alone, you weren't. You were being prepared. And now, Archangel Michael, the guardian of truth, stands beside you, not as a distant figure, but as the energy of strength within you. He doesn't come to fight battles for you. He comes to awaken the power in you, the courage to release, the faith to rebuild, the wisdom to recognize what's not meant for you anymore. You're not being punished, you're being purified. Because the next chapter of your life requires clarity, and clarity cannot coexist with deceit. That's why the truth is coming. That's why the old patterns are collapsing. That's why you're feeling that inner shift right now. You are being untangled from confusion. You are being released from emotional contracts that were never balanced. You are being reminded that your love was never the problem. It was your willingness to give it where it wasn't safe. But now, the cycle ends here. You've graduated from this lesson. You don't need to prove your worth anymore. You don't need to wait for anyone's validation. You are walking into alignment, and alignment always brings revelation. So, when the truth arrives, let it in. Let it speak. Let it sting for a moment if it must, but don't let it stop you, because once the sting fades, the peace that follows will be undeniable. There's someone new being prepared for you, someone who won't make you guess their intentions, someone who won't disappear when things get real. But before that blessing finds you, this chapter must close completely, and it will. You might not see it yet, but heaven is already rearranging things behind the scenes. Conversations are being had. Hearts are being stirred. Secrets are being exposed. Justice is unfolding in divine timing. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to force it. Just be still. Keep your peace. The truth is moving toward you, and all you need to do is be ready to receive it. Because after this revelation, you won't return to the old you. You'll breathe differently, walk differently, think differently. You'll stop wondering what they're doing and start remembering who you are, and that's when your real freedom begins. There's something else I need you to hear. The person who left you wondering, doubting, or blaming yourself, they're about to realize what they lost. But that realization doesn't mean reconciliation. It means revelation. It's their awakening, not your assignment. You don't need their closure to be complete. You don't need their apology to move on. You only need to say yes to your own peace. Because what's coming next for you isn't confusion, it's confirmation. It's the divine saying, I told you the truth would set you free. So when the moment comes, when the news, the call, or the confession finally reaches you, don't shrink, don't harden, just stand in truth. Let it pass through you and out of you. Because once it does, your soul will sigh in relief. You'll finally understand that even their betrayal had a purpose, that their silence was an answer, that their rejection was redirection, and that all of it was working together to lead you here, to this moment of awakening. You are being called to rise, to choose peace over pain, to step into a love that doesn't require you to shrink to be seen. And when you do, everything you thought you lost will return to you in a better form. Joy that stays, peace that doesn't depend on anyone else, love that feels like home. If you've made it this far, your spirit knows this message is yours. So take this next step for your own growth. Subscribe, not out of habit, but as a promise to yourself. A promise to keep walking toward clarity, to stay connected to words that remind you who you are, to never forget that your journey is sacred. And when you share this message with someone who's hurting, you're not just sending a video, you're sending light. You're telling them, you're not alone. Healing is coming. And maybe that's exactly what they've been praying for. So, breathe. You made it through the storm. You've outgrown the pain. You've learned to listen to the quiet voice of truth. And now, it's time to live in it. The truth that's coming to your life won't break you. It will bless you. And when it does, remember this. You are not being punished. You are being prepared for freedom, for peace, and for a love that will never hide again. Because your story doesn't end in heartbreak. It begins in truth.